It's not. I think so.
What is up, everybody? Welcome into the Doobie Den, and tonight we have a special edition of the RevX Wrestling Review, because not only are we covering 4 shows tonight and 2 sets of wrestling news, but we are also doing our giveaway tonight. If you are a member of our Discord server, the Doobie Den, we hit 100 community members right before Christmas, I believe, and we've been trying to get this set up and ready to go. We finally have it set up and ready to go. So during the middle of the show, I'm going to do mine, and then towards the end of the show, Hat's going to do his. But we are going to have 2 giveaway members tonight, so we will be directly messaging you just as soon as we get those winners, and hopefully you'll get back to us and get your Doobie Den t-shirt
fairly quickly.
With that being said, go ahead.
Not much, man. I said fairly quickly. I think Buddha was about to take us into Raw, though, so why don't we just do that? Raw on 12/29, mind you. We gotta stress that, because again, we weren't here last week. Most of you know why. It was from the Kia Center. The Vision made their way to the ring. Heyman says 5 years from now, this will be the main event of WrestleMania. He's probably not wrong. Austin Theory grabs a mic and goes to talk about Braun Breaker, but CM Punk's music hits. Good promo between Braun and CM Punk. Braun says he worked for everything under a microscope that Punk wouldn't understand. And, you know, that's probably true.
Exactly, Bacon Fish. Congrats, Hat.
Thank you, Bacon. CM Punk with his normal, I'm not giving this shit up. Now, Braun Breaker and CM Punk were set to have a match on the following Raw, so this was the build for that. And we'll get there. It was good. Backstage interview with Raquel Rodriguez. Liv interrupts and confirms Dominic Mysterio is going to be out for a little while and tells Judgment Day she has this and doesn't need the help. Raquel, honey, you needed the help. Match number 1. Women's World Championship triple threat. It was Nikki Bella, Raquel Rodriguez, and Stephanie Vaquer. This was solid. Stephanie and Raquel, as they kept Nikki out of the match as much as possible, which is probably for the best. I don't know if you've watched Nikki wrestle, but it's horrible. Finish scene, Raquel hit her finisher on Nikki to have Stephanie drop her out of the ring and retain by pinning Nikki. Nikki Bella does not need to be anywhere in the Women's World title picture. Do you agree with that?
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Backstage segment with Gunther and R-Truth. There's a match scheduled, which is coming up very shortly. Kabuki Warriors make their way to the ring. Asuka gloats about beating Rhea and says nobody is ready for the Kabuki Warrior. Listen, this gimmick is so old. I'm over it. Rhea's music hits and Rio comes to the ring. They start brawling. Rio gets the upper hand, but Kairi sends Io Sky back first into the announce table, and then the Kabuki Warriors get over on Rhea. Io makes her way back, and Rio sends the Kabuki Warriors out of the ring. That is also a build for another match we'll be talking about on this show, so just stay tuned. Rey Mysterio and CM Punk in the back. Mysterio tells Punk that he has it covered tonight and not to worry about it, because Punk was trying to offer him help. The second match on the card was Gunther versus R-Truth. This was a squash. It was horrible. They do not need to book Gunther this way. We already know he's over. He is the ring general. I don't think it's necessarily required. What about you, man?
Oh no, like this was just R-Truth trying to take up for John Cena, because that's been Gunther's shtick for since beating John Cena, is that now he's calling him a little bitch and everything else, and people are just not giving, agreeing with that. So
right. So yeah, Gunther squashed him. I'm sure that's no surprise to anybody, right, guys? Backstage segment with the Usos. This was them trying to hype each other up for their World Tag Team title match that was the main event of this show. We'll get there. I know we're behind. Back from break, we get a segment with AJ Styles and Dragon Lee talking about the main event. Javon Evans and all the Americanos. This was just chaos in the back, as usual. We then cut to the Vision's Austin Theory getting ready for his match with Rey Mysterio. The rest of the Vision tells Theory they have his back, and Heyman sends Logan Paul out with him to the ring. I wonder why. Aww. Match 3 is singles match. Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory. Very solid match. Theory looks really good coming back from injury and doing the heel thing. I think it's a good look on him too. Match ended when Rey went to hit 619 on Theory, only for Logan Paul to catch him and cause a disqualification. The Vision then attack Rey after the match until Penta makes his return to help Mysterio and clean house. Your thoughts?
It was a stupid ending. It was a very stupid ending. Logan Paul missed the catch, technically, and had to jump to catch him. So, just bad timing.
Yeah. Maxine Dupree's music makes her way to the ring. Her music hit. They bring up she's getting married on the 1st of January and defending the title on Raw on the 5th. She says she'll do everything in her power to keep the title till Becky Lynch's music hits. Here we go. They go back and forth about who will take the title next week. Spoiler alert. In the back, Trick Williams is with Adam Pearce. Williams wants to know if he is coming to Raw, and it's unsure yet. Free agent. Bayley and Lyra come in and say they want next, and Pearce says Liv and Roxanne have next. Too bad, so sad. Bayley flips out and calls Pearce a stupid idiot because he's bald. Well, that's not very nice, Bayley. I resonate with that a little bit. Match 4 in the main event of the night was the Usos versus the Dragons of Style. I fucking hate that name. This match, however, was fucking insane. There were so many oohs and ohs that it was hard to keep up with it. But in the end, 1D from the Usos, and we have new tag team champions. This was a good way to end 2025. New tag champs, 3.5 from Buddha, 3 from me. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. It's the next show that I'm going to be complaining about. So do you want to just carry us forward? Carry us forward.
Well, before we do that, let's talk about some wrestling news. So you covered it on the Raw part, but Dom Mysterio's out indefinitely. No word on how long. I'm not going to lie. I'm seriously bummed about that because I feel as though he was just starting to gain some traction and really do some damage. And you know what the fucked up part is?
What?
He got hurt by his dad. on one of the simplest moves you can take in wrestling, a suplex, straight suplex.
I'm not surprised you said that.
It's just it's rough. But speaking of injuries, Dom's not the only one in the Judgment Day that's actually out. JD McDonough is actually injured too. He had to have hand surgery. It is so. Then we get Chris Jericho was rumored to return. Probably more looking like a Royal Rumble entry. I don't see him just dropping on a show. I see him being like one of the, the guest entrants or the, hidden entrants of the Rumble.
Yeah, I agree. That's PLE level return, so.
Oh, yeah. There's reports going around that WWE will build 26 around Liv Morgan. As long as she stays healthy, I don't see a problem with that. She's done it before, so I definitely say she can do it again.
Right.
Reports that Becky will win the title on Raw, where Maxine just got married and wants a honeymoon.
Spoiler alert.
That's where the spoiler alert came in. So just know, guys, that did happen.
Spoiler alert.
But leading into SmackDown, the first 3-hour SmackDown of 26, which was the 1/2/26 episode, and for it to be so long, they made it drag. This was a hard one to watch, guys. So we start off with a recap from last Friday's show. Miz does the show to begin with, airs his grievances. Miz says he's the new locker room leader, and Randy Orton makes his way out to the ring. Miz just changes his tone and says that they're the locker room leaders, they're the grown-ups in the room, blah, 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 trying to make sure that he don't get RKO'd. Well, Orton decides he's going to RKO him anyway after Miz tries to get Miz KO to be a thing. That was never going to be a thing.
I will say it's nice to see Orton back because he's not been around very much since, God, what was his last match before this?
I think he wrestled Cody. No, I'm wrong. I really don't know. But one thing I did want to touch on with this is Orton never said a word the whole time. He hit 2 RKOs, and you knew he was done.
Right.
After that, we get Kabuki Warriors and Nia and Lash in the back. Nia says if they help them win tonight, they can give them a title shot. Spoiler alert, that don't happen. But this leads us into match 1, which was an 8-woman tag team match. It was Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss against Asuka, Kairi Sane, Nia Jax, and Last Legend. Before this match even gets started, we get a backstage segment with Cody and Orton. Orton tells him once he retains against Drew, he's coming after the title. Into the match, though, a lot of back and forth action, but in the end, Rhea hits Kairi with a Riptide, followed by Over the Moonsault by Io for the victory. This was just a lot of craziness in a match.
Right.
Everybody got their chance to hit a spot, but in the end, the faces get to take the victory on a night. And I don't know, man. What are your thoughts on that match? Like,
Honestly, it's no surprise. It's no surprise seeing how things unfolded the following week. This whole faces versus heels dynamic that these four teams have is it's kind of getting old a little bit. Like they need to do something big with it and then drop it. So
right. In the back, we get Jordan Grace's with Nick Aldis. Looks like she's going to be coming to SmackDown, so that's cool to see another NXT talent.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Chelsea Green interrupts and says that she's trying to get out of her match. She is booked to wrestle Julia tonight for the women's U.S. title. Aldis doesn't let her, though, and we get back to the ring for the match number 2, which was a singles match. Kit Wilson, and if you all don't know who Kit Wilson is, he was one member of Pretty Deadly. The other guy's been out for some time with a real bad shoulder injury or something like that.
Yeah,
So they repackaged him to try to make him a singles wrestler. But he gets the awesome task of taking on returning Zack Ryder. No, I'm sorry. I mean Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona is a lot better than Zack Ryder, hands down.
Matt Cardona is officially signed to WWE Smackdown. Kit Wilson doesn't need to be a singles wrestler. He has no momentum. He has nothing. No moveset, no... The guy just does not need to be a singles wrestler. Cardona makes quick work of him, finishes him with a Rough Rider. We get a Damian Priest interview in the back. Then we get a promo from the Wyatt Six. We get Sami Zayn coming to the ring, says he's coming after the World Championship. Trick Williams makes his way out. He's on SmackDown, and Zayn tells him he has no trouble humbling him. Trick Williams is coming out as a solid heel already with some mouth work. And it's going to be up to the roster to humble him and let him see that he is not as big a star as he thinks he is.
Right.
What do you think?
Honestly, man,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think Cardona. I mean, it just there's a lot here. And
I mean, we got 3 different debuts tonight, guys. We got Matt Cardona, we got Trick Williams, and we got Jordan Grace. All new, all on the show tonight. We get a backstage segment with Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov. They're going to run it back sometime. Melo sees Miz and thanks him for finally leaving him alone because he's been better ever since. I thought that was probably like one of the greatest, like, just prick moments known to man.
I mean, he's not wrong though.
No, it's not wrong whatsoever. Leads us into match 3 for the U.S. Championship. Johnny Gargano taking on Carmelo Hayes, the champion. Backstage, Aldis and Rey Fenix are talking when Trick interrupts, setting up a match between the two next week. So that'll be Trick's initiation match, I guess, so to speak. This match was awesome, though. They gave it plenty of time to shine, and they done just that. Finishing Carmelo hit the first 48, followed by nothing but net for the victory and the retain.
Right.
I have to say I was kind of skeptical about seeing Carmelo Hayes as champion, giving him Johnny Gargano in the first match for him to for his first oh my god,
defense.
Thank you. Word just left my brain. But they had a solid match, and it really proved that Carmelo needs to be champion. Take a vape break. All right, brother.
All right, I can do that as soon as I find it.
Pink and blue, cotton candy, baby. Good stuff.
I'm still on my banana.
In the back, Tama Tonga is watching, and Shinsuke walks in. Some words are exchanged, and Shinsuke leaves. Solo comes in, puts his hand on his shoulder, asks him if he's okay. Solo gives him the rundown that they have an 8-man family versus family match next week. Tells him, let's get out of Buffalo. There was a lot of shit talk in Buffalo tonight. Like, a lot of shit talk.
There was a lot, period. Like, this past 2 weeks has been a little crazy since it was the end of the year and the beginning of the year. So
Right. We get an Aleister Black promo in the back. We get Jade Cargill with a backstage interview. Michin is injured. Apparently, they done a house show, and Jade injured Michin's shoulder somehow. They didn't really go into detail about it. Anyway, Jordan Grace makes herself known, and Jade says that she's that bitch. That's going to be her thing for going forward, I guess, is she's that bitch.
What a catchphrase.
Yeah, right? Backstage segment with Cody and Sammy. Rhodes says everyone's coming clean. Aldis steps in before anything can happen because they started getting a little heated. We get another Obafemi vignette that plays. Cody makes his way to the ring. He wants Drew's stages, so we get a singles match, a Falls Count Anywhere match, and an old-fashioned steel cage match, meaning one of the old-fashioned regular steel cages, not any of these insane Hell in the Cells or anything like that.
Well, Hell in the Cell's been pretty much retired now, from what I was told.
I'd like to see him bring it back, though. I would like to see him bring it back.
Not a whole pay-per-view, please.
No, not a whole pay-per-view, but I think a Hell in a Cell match would be nice every now and then.
Right.
Drew has a pic of Cody and Dusty and busted all over the ground. Cody goes to confront Drew, but he's made his way back to the ring with a trash can, and he sets the pic that he had just busted up in fire in front of Cody and dares Cody to hit him because the stipulation is if Cody touches him before their match, Cody is stripped of the title, so he don't want to be stripped of the title, so he has to keep his emotions in check, I guess is the best way to word it.
Right.
Match number 4 of the night is going to be the Women's U.S. Championship. It's Julia versus Chelsea Green, the current champion. This was hugely a one-sided match. Chelsea really didn't get any offense in at all. Julia whooped her ass all the way around. Ending showed when we see the Northern Lights driver and the victory. And yeah, we got a new U.S. Women's champ. What do you think of Julia being a 2-time champ already?
Honestly, Julia and Chelsea Green are both in that category of shit I just don't care about.
That's fair. Like, I really don't see a point with having Julia lose the title the way she did, only for her to gain it back by just completely demolishing.
Because there isn't one.
Like, that was a squash match without being a squash match. We backstage Rio interview, and Charlotte and Alexa come up and say if they are to win the titles, they got next. Another vignette plays for the Priest versus Black match tonight because it's an ambulance match.
Right.
We get a segment with Johnny Gargano and Fraxium in the back. Axiom wants his mask back and tells Gargano he's going to beat him for it.
Okay.
So then we get into the main event of the evening, which was match 5. Not bad for a 3-hour show, I'll say that.
Right.
But it was the ambulance match. It was Aleister Black versus Damian Priest. This match was brutal and long. They gave them 25 minutes to put on a show, and they done just that. A lot of high-profile spots in this match and a lot of pain to go along. At the end, Damian Priest finally is able to silence Aleister Black with a chokeslam off the top of the ambulance. Priest puts him in the back of the ambulance, shuts the door, and hopefully this saga between the two is finally over.
Right.
And they went on about that too, about the fact it's been 6 months. It's been really 4 months too long. 2 months is a solid program, I think.
Yeah,
this was. Go ahead.
I'm over it. I'm over all of the Aleister Black, Damian Priest nonsense. We should have finished that and been through a whole nother story by now. So.
Right. This was a solid 3-hour SmackDown with a lot of twists and turns and a lot of fresh talent making their way to the big show. Can't wait to see what's in store next week. So I gave this a 3 and a 5. Hat didn't get to watch, but he gave it a 3 and a 5.
I just went with what Buddha put, to be honest, because I didn't watch
copy
it.
and paste.
Yeah, basically. We were at the hospital
right,
at
guys.
this point.
Well, that's week 1 that is covered of the RevX Wrestling Review.
Well,
and if you're on my page,
I'm going to screen share.
Okay.
And I am going to pull your channel up so that I can broadcast this. So.
Okay. Because I'm not going to be able to do what he does. I don't think. I might be able to.
It's all good.
Yeah, I should still be able to.
Don't worry about it. Just do what you're doing.
All right. So we're going to actually. I need to switch this over right quick and hit this.
So.
Do that. And I'm going to switch over to this. Yeah. So I'm going to do the first giveaway. So all we're going to do, as you see, we got a wheel spin here. And as you see, it says click to spin or press Control Enter. So we're just going to click to spin.
Before you spin it, This list comes from every member of the Doobie Den. Everybody that's joined over the past 6 months, you're on this list. I pulled it directly from the server. I removed us, and I removed the bots. So anybody in the Doobie Den has a chance to win. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Well, that's good.
I think we're back, man.
Bat you down. Are you in the Discord server?
If you're not in the Discord server, then you
you're
won't
a
be
little late.
entered in
Yeah.
tonight's event. Sorry about that.
But you'll be in the
with
next
that
one.
being said, which what we settled on 175, I think.
I think we're back, man.
So
Yep.
here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1.
Now, there's a little bit of stream delay on my stream because I'm pulling.
Oh,
from
it's
his.
still spinning.
Yeah, it's a long spin time. It's 20 seconds. So. And the winner is.
Untamed High?
Well, there you go.
All right, Untamed High. I will get with you right after the stream. I will send you a direct message and let you know that you have won. Congratulations. With that, we're going to switch back over to the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was able to do. Okay.
Cool. Well, that's the first one.
That was what? Untamed High.
That's all you
Congratulations on winning the first giveaway. And we have one more of those scheduled at the end of the show. But that leads us into week 2 hat and Raw.
See, you know I just threw away my drink. You know I did. I don't have anything right now. So I'm going to do a vape break instead. There's your points. It's just how it works, man. You said Raw, right? That's where we're at?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me just a second. Sorry, I was ill prepared. Let me write that down. Untamed High. All right. Brooklyn, New York, 1-5-26. The opening match of this, of course, you know, they always start with a recap of everything that happened the week before. We're going to skip right over that and go to match 1. Match 1 was Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. We don't need you to lose your voice. Thanks, C. Thank you, C. Oh, Lord. Match 1 was Io Sky and Rhea Ripley taking on the Kabuki Warriors for the Women's Tag Team Championships. This match was a hot mess. A lot of mistiming and mistakes. In the end, Rhea hits the Riptide on Asuka, and Io hits over the Moonsault, and we have new Women's Tag Team Champions. No surprise here. Kabuki Warriors were doing jack shit with these titles. Just saying.
Agreed.
In the back, Pierce congratulates Rio on winning the Tag Team Championships, then runs into Gunther. He tells Gunther to have a little bit of respect, and Gunther laughs at him. Gunther makes his way to the ring. He starts going on about making Cena tap, and then AJ Styles comes out, and Gunther asks him, "What are you going to do about it?" And he receives a nice little slap to the face. AJ asks what he's going to do about it, and Gunther does nothing. AJ says that's what he thought, throws the mic at Gunther's chest, and
I think we're
leaves
back,
the ring.
man.
What's up, Beanzoid?
You know, I've got to tell you, what's up, Bean? Gunther versus AJ, that is a prelude to his retirement match. And I know they scheduled that for next week, but by the way, Raw special start time 2 p.m. Eastern if you didn't know.
Tart.
Yeah, I'm all tongue-tied. It's been a day.
That's all, folks.
Man, it's just so much. This is just a prelude. We're gonna get this again in 6 months. So, I don't know if I can get behind it or not. We'll see. We got a Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch video leading into, you guessed it, match number 2, the Women's Intercontinental Title match. It was Becky Lynch taking on Maxine Dupree. In the back, Ivy Niles says she has next to Pierce when Gunther comes in saying he wants AJ. AJ comes in and calls Gunther a little bitch, and Pierce makes the match official for next week.
I think we're back,
Bro.
man.
Right on.
Thank you, Bean.
Right on.
I think we're
Thank you for
back,
the time,
man.
Nah, man, there's just so much. Like AJ and Gunther, I cannot get behind it. As far as Becky and Maxine go, this match is piss poor. Neither woman looked like they wanted to be involved in this match. Becky gets the win and the Intercontinental title after a bullshit pin while Maxine has an ankle lock on. There'll be a rematch here. That story's not over yet, unfortunately. We get a sneak peek of WWE Unreal Season 2. It looks like it's going to be amazing. The new season starts January 20th. So, I don't know, man. What are you thinking about Unreal?
Oh, I'm excited. Like, I've watched first season probably, I don't know, 10 times over already.
I've watched it 2 or 3.
It was good. It was good. And it's not long. The episodes are not long. I see them, they done up to WrestleMania, so I see them doing up to probably War Games.
Yeah, that feels right.
Maybe.
That feels right. We'll see when it comes out, though. It could go on. So, it might even be just up to SummerSlam. Who knows? Usos come out next. They say that 2026 is their year. Since they're going in as tag team champions, I bet they come out as tag team champions. In the ring, Stephanie Vaquer has a brace on her leg and says she will continue to be a fighting champion. And then Raquel Rodriguez attacks her from behind and works the ankle to end the segment. Honestly, we get another segment backstage where Raquel attacks Stephanie again. Just give Raquel the title already.
Right.
Just let her hold it till Naomi gets back, please. Recap on Rey Mysterio, Prince and what? Okay, recap on Rey Mysterio, Prince and the Vision from last week. Rey is talking to Dragon Lee in the back when Penta comes in. Nothing big
That's
there.
supposed to say Penta.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're good. That's supposed to say Penta.
Match 3, singles match, Lyra Valkyria versus Liv Morgan. Yeah, and I should have known that. This was first decent match of the night. Liv looked really strong in her first match back on TV. Lyra got distracted by Bayley chasing Roxanne with a chair. Liv hits Oblivion for the win. Liv Morgan is a phenomenal athlete, and she is a hell of a women's champion when she is the champion, so I support that. Any kind of Liv popularity is good. Backstage interview with CM Punk. Guess what it was about? AJ Styles versus Gunther next week on Raw. Raw starts at 2 p.m. next Monday. We said that. And then the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, y'all, is Braun Breaker taking on CM Punk. This match was everywhere. Braun proved tonight that he belongs in the main event scene, going toe-to-toe with one of the best to ever do it. Even with all the interference by the Vision and Rey Mysterio, Penta and Dragon Lee, CM Punk still found a way to hit the go-to-sleep and get the victory to retain the title. This isn't over yet. This is just the beginning of the story. I have to agree with those words. CM Punk and Braun Breaker are going to go into WrestleMania and possibly past. So, I'm for Braun Breaker. I'm a CM Punk guy.
For Braun Breaker.
But I'm for Braun Breaker. So, we are in ads at the moment, I think. So, did the thingy pop up? It should have popped up. I don't know if I did it for this one. Whoops.
Stream Elements did. That's all I see.
Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. No big deal. All in all, man, Raw this week, 3. I think you said 3 too, but we did have 2 title changes. So,
yeah.
Week 2 news, right? Obafemi vacates the NXT title, and then you had something on Tommaso Ciampa, right?
Yeah. Apparently, from what I read online, his contract is actually running out, and he won't be renewing with WWE. Now, I don't know if that's to go somewhere else or if that's like he's had a lot of injuries over his time, so it may be time for him to hang it up, and I think maybe that's what he's doing.
So Ciampa to AEW confirmed.
Yeah, probably. All right, so let's get into SmackDown news, guys. We're running pretty good on this. That came to us from Berlin, Germany. Randy Orton opens the show. He doesn't really get to speak before Trick Williams makes his way to the ring. Williams tells him it's not 2006 anymore, it's 2026, and he's the new star. Orton says he's got 5 kids and a smoking hot wife, and the only number he cares about is 14 because that's how many championships he had. Like they went in pretty good battle back and forth for a first time, rendezvous.
Yeah, that's
they come face to face. Orton gets the upper hand. Miz comes in from behind and starts attacking Orton. Miz goes for the skull crushing finale, only to eat an RKO to end the segment. I don't see. I think Miz and Orton are fighting next week. I think that's what it was. I don't know. We'll find out here shortly. As Orton's leaving, though, Ray's Phoenix music hits, and he makes his way out to the ring with some mutual respect between the two, leading into match 1, which was a singles match. It was Ray Phoenix against Trick Williams. Solid opening match from these two. Trick proved that he earned his spot on the main roster. Trick with the win after a reversal into a pin and holding the tights. So kind of, heelish tactics.
Yeah. We'll see where that
goes. Backstage interview with Julia and Kiana James. That's not even worth really discussing because you can't understand anything Julia says.
Nope.
We get a recap of last week's ambulance match between Damian Priest and Aleister Black, which leads to a backstage interview with Damian Priest. Priest says he's going after the world title. Drew McIntyre shows up and he says he can't wait to see the look on Rhodes' face when he sees that he has Dusty's watch. He says he will walk out champion tonight. In the back, Alexa Bliss is talking to Charlotte and on the phone. Nia and Lash show up. Alexa tells Lash to drop Nia before she does the same. It's not wrong. She's like, take it from personal experience. Drop her before she drops you.
Right.
That takes us into the second match, which was the women's U.S. title match. It was Alexa Bliss versus Julia, who is the current champion. Alexa was in control for the most of this matchup. However, in the end, saw Lash Legend interfere in the Twisted Bliss for Julia to get the win. Alexa then takes the 2-on-1 beatdown at the hands of Nia Jax and Lash Legend. So the whole reason for that is because Nia and Lash want the tag team titles as well, but Charlotte and Alexa have already called next, so they're trying to get rid of, the dead weight so that they can take that number 1 spot.
Makes sense to me.
Absolutely. Jordan Grace, Chelsea Green, Nick Aldis backstage segment where we officially learn that Jordan Grace is a member of the SmackDown roster, and it sets up a match for later, which is Jordan Grace against Alba Fire. Matt Cardona interview with Byron Saxton. Approaches Cody and says, I want a title shot. Cody says, after Drew, get a title shot. We get an MFTs versus Wyatt vignette. It was actually pretty decent. Like the vignette was really good. After that, though, we get a match 3, which was the 8-man tag. It was the MFTs versus the Wyatt 6. JC Mateo was the odd man out here as the other MFTs were in the match. Expected it to be solo. I expected it to be Tala, honestly.
Yeah.
This was classic faction versus faction in-ring storytelling right up until the end, which saw Solo distract Uncle Howdy by picking up the lantern, which I guess is playing as Undertaker's urn.
Kinda.
Like that's kind of what it feels like to me. Which distracted Uncle Howdy, and Tama Tonga was able to hit the cutthroat neck chop for the win. Solo leaves with the lantern and the MFTs. Carmelo's on his way out to do an open challenge, speaks with Miz and Ilya. We get another Oba Femi vignette. He's coming to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Like that's where his vignette's been really playing. So, match 4 of the night is Alba Fire versus Jordan Grace. This was SP Face. What the hell does SP Face mean?
Huh?
It says SP Face. This was SP Face.
What?
So face, I guess. Alba got squashed. Jordan Grace is impressive, though. She wins via torture rack bomb. Jade comes out as Jordan walks up the ramp. She talks
so
smack to
fast. I've fat fingered that. My bad.
This was so fast. Got you.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jordan walks up the ramp, and out comes Jade, and she says, "Oh, you think you're special? Well, you're on my show now, and I'm that bitch." Again, like we said earlier, same shit, different day. We get a Sami Zayn interview. Says I'm rooting for Cody, but Drew just might pull it off. Johnny Gargano attacks Nathan Frazier in the back wearing the Axiom mask. Match 5 is the U.S. title open challenge match. Carmelo Hayes defends his title against Shinsuke Nakamura. And we both said going into this match, please God, don't let Shinsuke win this title.
Yeah, he didn't need it. He didn't need it.
Shinsuke dominated the opening of the matchup, very back and forth all the way through. These men put on a good show. Sucker punch
so
face,
fast.
face.
Listen, I fat-fingered that on a hell of a
He's not wrong,
back.
though.
Yeah.
He's not wrong, though.
That's my bad.
Anyway, very back and forth all the way through. These men put on a good show. The ending saw Carmelo reverse the Kinshasa into a first 48, followed by nothing but net.
Yeah.
And then we get the actual handshake afterwards to show, respect towards each other.
Which is
It
good.
was actually, it was a good match. It was a little long, but it was a good match. We get a Cody interview. He talks about Drew, Nick Aldis. He talks about Drew. We get a Nick Aldis vignette. Next week, we have a set of 4 qualifiers leading up to a number 1 contender fatal 4-way match at Saturday night's main event. So this is 4 matches scheduled next week to determine who will face each other in a fatal 4-way match, to determine who will face the winner of Cody and Drew tonight at the Royal Rumble. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a mouthful.
So they actually did drop the matches tonight, which was actually kind of shocking. I figured we'd have to wait for that. So we've got Randy Orton versus The Miz, Matt Cardona versus Trick Williams, Damian Priest versus Solo Sikoa, and Sami Zayn versus Ilya Dragunov.
Yep.
So I think that's 4 solid matches. I got a feeling that 2 of them are going to be good and 2 of them are going to be okay.
Yeah.
Miz and Orton will be a great match. They always had good chemistry in the ring. The one I'm really stressing or worried about is Cardona and Williams.
Yeah.
That's going to be the tricky match.
That
I think
one could go
Zayn
either
and
way.
Dragunov will have a decent match, and I think that the slowest match will be Damian Priest and Solo Sikoa.
Could you imagine Trick Williams versus our current champion?
Drew
Oh,
McIntyre?
God.
Yeah, I can see it.
Well, we hadn't talked about that yet. That was why I said current champion.
Oh shit! Whoops, my bad. Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
We get a music video though for Cody and Drew, which was actually really good. It was one of Disturbed's new songs. So go over the matches again and how this works. It's 3 stages of hell. So each man can win a match, and then we get the final match, and that's kind of how it happened tonight. The first match is going to be a regular, just straight up match. Second match is going to be Falls Count Anywhere, and third match is going to be just a straight up old school steel cage match. So that leads us into match 6 of the night, guys. I'm very
regular
happy about
television
6
show.
matches on TV. Exactly what you just said. On regular television, we got to see 6 matches tonight.
And this one was
Cody
a
Rhodes
long
defending
one.
that title. Oh yeah, this was almost 45 minutes worth of show, and no commercials during it as well. So this was actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we got Cody Rhodes defending the title against Drew McIntyre. This match started with both men trading licks back and forth. Drew wins the first stage via low blow and then a Claymore, and this was very quickly. This was in the first 5 minutes of the match, maybe. In Falls Count Anywhere portion, both men make it out into the crowd, climbing rails, and Cody splashes Drew through a table. It's a crossroads through the announce table to finish stage 2, so Cody gets the victory there. Stage 3 is the cage portion. They're 1-1 right now. 18 minutes left in the show at this point. Cody starts strong. Drew tries to run out of the cage. We see Drew superplex Cody from the top of the cage. Cody's busted open. White hair stained with blood. We saw a Cody cutter from the top that was horrible. Amen to that, brother. Stage 3 is won by Drew. He was running from a returning Jacob Fatu when Cody is being beat down by Jacob. Drew escapes and new. Cody knocks Jacob's lights out after causing him to lose.
Well, it's true.
So
He did.
it is true.
He did. So
I don't think it was like purposely meant for though.
Mhm.
I just think it was like the heat of the moment thing, and Drew just took advantage of the situation and got himself out of there.
the question is when is Cody's rematch? Because let's face it, that's a horrible ending to this.
Well,
long
it's not going to be yet because we already know right before that match actually took place who's going to be next. Well, who's in the running for next number one contender. So the only way they could really do that, and this will be kind of interesting, but they're building this up for Royal Rumble. But you could take the other two men that were in this, which would be Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu, put them in a singles match, and have all 5 members take on Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
And that would be fucking money. They're not going to do that though. They're not going to do that though. It's not a bad shout, but they're not going to do that.
That would be the way to go. All in all, man, tonight I gotta say 3.5 because 3.5 is about midline.
I think I'm gonna actually say 4 on this one, man. Like, this was a solid show. 6 matches on TV, like we said earlier. Like, you don't get that very often. So to see 6 matches on TV is pretty solid.
Yeah, it is a rarity. Like, Raw's been 3 hours for a while, and they've been doing 4 matches. You know,
right.
So, and maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me.
Ads start in 15 minutes, guys. So the good thing about that is we are actually at the end of the RevX Wrestling review.
However,
we still got one more giveaway.
So, let me flip the scene here, and I won't be able to see chat during this, so you're going to have to let me know.
And I'm actually going to do the same, guys, because I think I figured out how to show you all Hat's side.
Okay.
So we're going to go back to giveaway.
Yeah.
We're going to click over here to Hat's channel.
Boom. There you go. There you go. Tell me when you're on there. Ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. Okay, now let me do this so y'all can see a little bit better.
Okay.
And now let me do this. And it's a little smaller. I'm sorry, guys, but you can still see. And take it away when you are ready, sir.
All right, man. So this is for the second RevX Doobie Den t-shirt. And the winner is, wheel is spinning.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just now starting for me.
Stream delay. Stream delay. I won't say it until it pops up. The winner is Luke 032883. So
all right.
I'll be DMing Luke here in just a few minutes to get his details and get him the redeem link, and Untamed High will be getting your redeem link, correct?
Right.
Awesome. That's pretty much going to cover everything we needed to talk about, I think. Don't forget
let me switch
that
here.
Next week is the early start time for Raw. It'll be at 2 p.m. And then I think we're going to have another pre-taped episode of Smackdown here in the States. You guys over in UK are actually going to get the live show, though. I don't know what time it starts over there, but as always, Smackdown will be on at USA at 8 p.m. here in the US of A. So, what am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I don't think anything right now. I don't think anything, guys. We done the giveaways. Congratulations to our 2 winners. We, like he said, we will be getting with you very, very shortly and getting you the links to where you can get your free t-shirts.
Yep.
Other than that, guys, this is going to conclude the RevX Wrestling review. 2-week special and giveaway tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you for coming on here and supporting us. It means so much to us that we're able to do stuff like this for you.
And don't forget to join the Doobie Den in the future, because there are more giveaways coming. So,
oh yes,
you do need to be a member of the server in order to get there. Just saying.
And all you got to do, guys, is !Discord, and it'll take you. It'll bring up the link, take you straight to the Doobie Den. Join up with us if you haven't already, guys. We're just a chill server. We enjoy. We if you want to know what we've been into lately, we've been into a lot of food. Everybody's showing their food. So
yeah, that's true. Especially butter pecan.
Come in. Come in. Check out some of the channels. We've got one called Munchies that we put all kinds of food on. There's all kinds of channels for you to get into, different gaming stuff like that. So if you're not part of the Doobie Den yet, guys, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's a fact. Guys, that being said, I wanted to give a special shout out to the community for all the support and love we've been getting. I know we weren't here last week, but you guys know we had a baby. It's been crazy. So things are going to be hectic for the first little bit, but we'll get back on track. I love you guys. Go ahead.
With
Close
that being
us out.
said, guys, thank you all so much again for coming on to watch the stream. We will catch you guys on the flip side later. Peace out.
Bye.